Mrs. Craig? Mrs. Craig? Look, we know you're in there, so can you please open the door?
Oh, all right. Keep your hair on. I'm coming. Oh, can I help you?
I'm looking for Ronald and Reginald Cray.
Oh, and who might you be? An ex-girlfriend?
I'm Inspector Pauline Brake.
Ooh, blimey. A woman copper and an inspector too. I've never seen one of them before.
Are they here, Mrs. Cray?
Mrs. Crane, now that's nice, because that's respectful like. That's not something I'm used to from you lot.
Fortunately, some of us still remember our manners.
Ooh, I like you. You can come again.
Thank you. Can I come in?
Oh, why not? And you can call me Violet.
Thank you, Violet. I'm Pauline.
Oh, Pauline, that's a nice name. That's friendly like. Come through the living room. Sit down.
I apologise for the late hour, Mrs. Cray. Sorry, Violet. Now, Ron and Reggie, where are they?
Oh, sorry, love. You just missed them. They left about 5 minutes ago. They're going up west, they said.
Been here all night, I suppose.
Of course they have. Been here all night watching telly with their old mum.
They didn't slip out at all?
Slip out?
Up to Whitechapel, to the Blind Beggar.
Blind beggar in Whitechapel? No, that's not one of their usual boozers. But like I said, they've been here all night.
I see. Two men fitting Ronnie and Reggie's description were seen in and around the Blind Beggar pub earlier this evening.
No, that must be a mistake. You see, not my boys. Like I said, they've been here with me all night.
Any idea which club they've gone to?
Oh, I haven't a clue. I mean, you know, boys. I mean, it could be any one of them.
Did they say when they'd be back?
Back. It could be any time. I ain't seen you before. You knew?
Just moved down.
Oh, that'll be the accent then.
Oldham.
Old what?
Anyone else with your sons?
Not that I know of.
Were they in a car?
Oh, sorry, love, I wouldn't know.
Anyone else in the house?
Oh, just Charlie.
Charlie?
Yeah, my old man. Away to the world he is. I mean, he's out like a light.
Well, sorry to have disturbed you. Best be off.
Would you like a cuppa? Tea? Cup of tea, love? Kettle's just boiled.
No, best let you get back to bed.
Oh, bed, no. I'll be up till the boys are home. I can't sleep. No, not till my boys are safely tucked up.
Thanks, but I best be off. Oh, bugger.
You all right, love?
Sorry, it's my driver. He's left me.
Oh, they'll do that, love.
What's that?
They'll mess with you. It's because you're a woman, see? Don't like it. You doing a man's job. Women ain't supposed to be a boss.
Well, not my fault I'm a better copper than them, is it?
That's the spirit, love. Pity that's not the way the world works, though, is it? Bugger the lot of them. Let's have that tea. You got kids?
Boys. 2 boys.
They with you?
No, back home with the dad.
Not fancy it then?
What's that?
Moving to London?
Well, eldest is about to join the army. The other works for the council.
What about your old man?
It's complicated.
It always is, love. Nothing's easy in this world. Do you miss them?
Every day.
I'd be lost if I didn't see my boys.
It doesn't bother you, your boys, and what they do?
Do? No, sorry, love. I don't know what you mean.
Not exactly innocents, are they?
My boys? They're good as gold. You'll hear no complaints from anyone round here. They do what they have to do.
Oh, and what's that?
Put bread on the table and look after their family.
No matter what?
It's a dangerous world out there. Look, you're new here, so I'll give you some advice. You see, the people round here, they look after one another and they do what they have to do to get by.
But at what price?
Price? No, price. Sorry, love, you got me there again.
There's a man, George Cornell, has been shot dead at the Blind Beggar. Don't think his family will be so understanding.
George Cornell? Is that who's copped it?
You know him?
Oh, everyone knows George Cornell.
Am I missing something?
You think that my boys had something to do with shooting that nasty piece of work?
We'd like to talk to them about it, yes.
Well, then you better bring in half the East End. That man was filth. I know a lot of people who would like to have pulled the trigger on George Cornell.
Like to give me any names?
What, and be a grass? No, I don't think so, love.
What about your boys? They might know something or somebody.
No, not my boys. No, my boys, you see, they're businessmen. They're not involved in that lark.
Oh, so what larks are Ronnie and Reggie involved in these days?
Oh, well, you'll have to ask them. I mean, I've got no idea about business. I mean, I'm just a woman. But, well, they got a club, see. It's doing well, I'm told. And lots of famous people go there. I've even been there once or twice myself, and it's very swish. My boy's done very well for themselves.
And what about your other boy?
Charlie, he takes after his dad. He's good as gold, is my Charlie.
Perfect little family, is it then, Violet?
Nothing's perfect, Inspector.
What, no girls? That's it, just boys?
Violet.
Pardon?
I had a little girl called a Violet after her mother. Just a perfect little thing she was. I mean, Charlie was so happy. I only had her a couple of hours.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why, it's not your fault. No, it just wasn't to be. You ever lost a child?
No.
Oh, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I've never known a pain like it. She was so pretty and so perfect. And then just like that, gone. I wouldn't believe him at first. I wouldn't let her go. I thought she was sleeping. I said to Charlie, Charlie, do something. Bless him. He just stood there with his big daft face full of tears. Broke my heart, it did. I said to Charlie after, I said, Charlie, I am never going through that again.
I'm sorry, Violet.
Oh, don't be, because it's not your fault. And besides, a few years later, I got my beautiful boys to look after, so I ain't got time to dwell on it now. Sugar?
Sorry?
In your tea.
Oh, no. Sorry. Thank you.
There. Sweet enough, eh? I can tell.
Oh, only ever been the two boys. Kenny and Lawrence. Kenny's the one in the army.
Oh, my boys were in the army for a bit.
Oh, what happened?
Well, didn't work out. So how'd you end up here then?
Passed my exams, saw a vacancy and applied.
Oh, not many women doing as good as you, though, is there?
Not yet, but give it time.
What do you have to do?
What do you mean?
Well, a pretty girl like you, come on.
It doesn't work like that.
Don't make me laugh. Of course it does. You're a woman. How'd you get to be a police inspector?
I worked hard.
Yeah, I bet you did. But he must have been pretty high up. Who was he? A superintendent? Chief constable?
Told you. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, love. Do you think I was born yesterday? Look, everyone knows that you should be at home, ironing your husband's shirts, making his tea, having his babies. But no, you're here in Bethnal Green on a murder inquiry. Now that takes some doing of. You ain't letting nobody put you in your place.
What, like you mean? Know your place, do you?
Nothing wrong with keeping a family home.
I agree.
So why aren't you doing it instead of trying to find out who shot George Cornell?
It's not for me. I like my job.
More than your family.
My family always comes first.
And so do mine.
I should be off. Back to the station.
Don't you want to stay and meet the boys?
I'm sure we'll catch up eventually.
Do you think if you had a girl that you'd be sitting here now?
Probably not.
No. Girls need their mums, and mums need to be around their girls.
My Jerry, that's my husband, said 2 was enough.
So your husband decided?
Said we couldn't afford any more.
My Charlie said we could have as many as I like. Wasn't the same after Violet. Well, that was till the twins come along. That was like a breath of fresh air. It was a miracle. I mean, 2 beautiful boys. Oh, imagine. I'd do anything for them boys. And they'd do anything for me. They're lovely, lovely boys.
A lot of people might disagree with you there.
Well, they're just jealous. I always says to my boys, you be whatever you want to be and don't let anyone say you can't do anything.
Well, they've certainly taken you at your word.
And I'm proud of my boys. They ain't done nothing to be ashamed of.
Violet, your boys are violent criminals.
Says who?
Says the law.
The law. Everyone knows some compers ain't as honest as they like to make out.
We aren't all bent.
Well, I didn't say you were. Just said that some of you play both sides.
That's bent as far as I'm concerned.
Well, there's nothing wrong with helping friends out. But then you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, love?
There's a difference to just turning a blind eye.
Oh, love, is there? Where's the harm? As long as no one's getting hurt.
Just it. They are.
Only wrong uns, love. Only wrong uns. Look, if you think you're going to ride in here on your white horse and clean up the East End, then you're going to be disappointed. We've all got pasts. And nothing's what it seems. It all comes out in the end. The good guys turn out to be not so good, and the bad guys, well, they get what's coming to them. And they won't be missed. You ask George Cornell's missus.
You're right. I don't know who's who anymore.
Or what's what. See, you people see my Reggie and Ronnie different to what I do.
Violet, Your sons, they hurt people.
Well, says who? You give a dog a bad name and it sticks. That's what's happened with my boys. Anyone ever say something about you that's not true? What's funny?
Nobody likes me at the station. Why's a woman doing a man's job? I know that's what they all say. Of course, nobody will say anything to my face, so they just take the piss behind my back and play little tricks.
Well, that's men for you. Like I said, they feel threatened.
They send me to do all these shitty jobs or on wild goose chases, like tonight. Drive off and leave me. They think it's funny. I think they hope someone will beat me up or I'll go missing.
Well, that'd be handy. You going missing after dropping you off coming here. Something else that they could blame my Ronnie and Reggie for.
I wouldn't put anything past some of the characters I've come across. They're trying to ground me down. They think that if they pull stunts like this, they'll scare me and I'll put him for a transfer or run off back to Oldham.
That's not going to happen, though, is it, love?
No, I can't. Even if I wanted to. I've burnt too many bridges.
Is it worth it to prove a point?
You think I'm here to prove a point? That a woman can do a man's job? Be a woman copper in the East End?
You tell me, love.
Do you know how hard it is to be a woman in the police force?
Well, it's not my cup of tea, love, that's for sure.
Treat you like shit?
Yeah, I can imagine.
You get to sergeant and that's a miracle.
You must be very special then. Or you had a guardian angel. Which was it?
Both. I'm a bloody good copper.
It's not enough, though, is it, love?
It's never enough.
What do you have to do?
You name it.
Oh, love, and you let 'em.
You wouldn't understand. I had no choice.
Bit like my boys then. Still, like I tell them, you've always got a choice, love.
You ever been to Oldham?
It can't be any worse than the East End. I've found in life, you do what you have to do to survive.
And you think that's what I'm doing? Surviving?
I wouldn't know, love. I just know my boys. Your tea's going cold. Jerry,
My husband, had said he wanted no more kids. So I was at home, bored. I saw this advert for the police, said they were looking for a woman. I thought I'd give it a go.
Somebody's got to.
Well, this inspector took a shine to me. Then he starts giving me the come on. Says he can help me to get on. Well, like I said, there was nothing going on at home, so I thought, why not?
And was it worth it?
For a bit, got me to sergeant. Then he said, for a night with him and his mate, the chief constable, I could get an inspector's post. I just had to convince them I was worth it.
Why did you do it?
Because I'm a bloody good copper, that's why. I was wasted helping old grands across the road or directing traffic. My boss knew that, but he wasn't going to promote me unless there was something in it for him.
Oh, love.
So, you see, Violet, I will do anything and anyone to get what I want. That includes taking in your Reggie and Ronnie. Best go.
Well, whenever you're passing.
Thanks for the tea.
You'll like my boys. You got a lot in common.